It's a brand new product from Safety Devices, and it's a swing away wheel carrier. Now, it's in the higher end of the price range, sort of similar territory to the Mantek swing away wheel carrier, which we all know and love, and I'm hoping this is going to be of a similar quality. So, I haven't opened it yet, I'm just going to go straight in and have a look. Okay, so we've got the actual plate itself, so that is quite impressive. So it is looking like it's going to be a very similar way in operation to the Mantek. It's really beefy, and because it's one piece formed, there's no weak points in there, so that's also really nice. It looks like this is where we're going to mount our strut that connects it to the back door. Ooh. One thing I'm definitely into is that logo, the way they've got that cut out of that, and it's actually coloured behind. So nice bit of branding, look. Safety Devices International? I don't know, but it's cool. So yeah, it's very similar to what you'd get on the side of a Wolf or a Tithnus military Land Rover. So this is how they used to mount their wheels onto the actual frames themselves. So I guess they probably had a bit of experience with that. That is one chunky mother. So that would mount. So you have got to give it to them. The finish is really nice. I've got a superb finish on here. It's a really nice powder coat. And yeah, I think these are packer spacers. So you basically pack these out according to what size wheel. So you had a really deep, maybe you had a 35-inch on there, and you had to pack the depth of that wheel out away from the frame itself. You'd use those packing spacers, and I'm pretty sure they're aluminium because they're not anywhere near as heavy as the rest of them. Now, yes, this is beautifully made, but is it over-engineered? I mean, there's a lot of weight in this, all hanging on the back. I know it's obviously self-supporting through the body and through the chassis, but I mean, this plate, for instance, you can see it's got a two-piece. These aren't just pieces welded on, that's a whole bracket there that's been welded on. That looks really nice. And that will obviously work with the swing away. So this would go on the back of your door, and then you'd mount the inside of this, I'm presuming, somehow under there. I'm going to get the instructions out just so I know exactly what I'm talking about. First thing is, there's no instructions. So I presume they're online, and if they are, I'll put a little link in the description below where you can find the instructions. These are your nylon bushes that would sit into the frame top. I wonder how easy they are to go in. Hopefully quite easy. Oh no, they're not. So there's a fair bit of assembly required for this because they're not pressed in and they're tight. Whoopsie. We've got what looks like a sort of a link, so it's like a horse link. If you're into your mountain biking and you've got a 4-link suspension on the rear, it's a similar thing. So basically you're expecting to mount this onto the back, and that will link onto the back plate. So you're not getting loads, there's no ram in it like there is on, say, the Mantek swing wheel carrier. You've just got this link, this horse link here, which will just take up the difference between this face and the face on your door. It's quite nice and simple, I think. This is the bracket that would sit on your rear cross member. It's nicely formed, it's a two-piece. This is a one-piece formed bracket that would go on the capping rail on the upper support. You've got this horse link that I mentioned to actually take up the slack, the difference, if you like, between the door face and the swing away wheel carrier mounting bracket, which we have here. And again, you can see really nice finish. I do love the paint finish they use on Safety Devices stuff. It just seems really durable. And then you've got this super nice logo on there. Now, there is definitely a lot of detail and a lot of thoughts gone into the design of this. So they've actually put some grease in here, which would help stop corrosion, because you're going to have water trapped in that area there. So that will help with that, but you'd have to keep on top of that, I think. So that's how it's going to sit when it's on the back of the vehicle. So is this something you would go for? So it's definitely an iconic design because it's all got a lot of flow and shape to it, and the tubular shape. So yeah. I think it just comes down to price. So as I'm recording this, I don't actually know how much this kit is. It's definitely going to be up there because the quality is superb, but I'll put the price on the screen now, and then just below it I'll put the Mantek swing away carrier price, and that will give you some comparison between the two, because the Mantek really is the only thing that I know of that's of a similar quality, and it kind of fits in with the same design.